everybody. Welcome to Burnout Box, Season 3, Episode 10. I'm Justin.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are here at VMP World Headquarters in New Smyrna Beach, Florida.
That's where we are.
I tried to say it like the GPS says it.
Oh,
I didn't know.
I didn't know what you were trying to do, but I just ignored you, basically.
Happens a lot.
I don't ignore you a lot.
I say stupid things.
You do, but they make me giggle.
Okay, good.
I thought that's why you did it.
Yeah, just a little. Yeah. I'll admit. Yeah.
You like my attention, and I am very happy to give it to you.
I do things to get my wife's attention. A lot of things. Sometimes they make her angry. Sometimes they just make her giggle.
Usually they just make me giggle. Sometimes they make me go, oh! Like when we were driving the GT500.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes they were intentional, sometimes they weren't. So, Smyrna. Yeah, exactly. We went out to lunch today to the drive-thrus, and the world has not come to an end yet.
I went in Target.
Oh, yeah.
It was weird.
There weren't many people in there, were there?
No.
To buy some essentials, diapers for the babies.
Yep.
And as you can see, we're not missing out on Starbucks here or Chick-fil-A here. So
weird. I decide that I want Chick-fil-A.
What is the world coming to?
I don't know. Post-apocalyptical, yeah. I know. Weird, right, Brian?
That is mind-blowing. Yeah.
How many times have you ever, never.
In fact, I've heard you turn us down.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Rebecca, you want to come with us? Like,
Nope, I'm
it's
good.
Chick-fil-A. I'm good.
Skip that.
Rebecca does not like chicken, for
No.
everybody watching.
I don't like chicken. I don't like Chick-fil-A because I don't like their fries. And you guys can make fun of me all you want for that, but I don't. And when you don't like the chicken at Chick-fil-A and then you don't like the fries, there's not a whole... Their kale salad is really freaking good. But if I'm going through a drive-thru, I swear to God I don't want to eat a kale salad. So I like to make good decisions most of the time, but when I want to make a bad decision, I want to make a bad decision.
So we're back. This has been a weird week, for sure.
We went to a race that was canceled.
Yeah, canceled.
We still raced.
Yeah, thank gosh. They ended it a day early, though, which really...
Well, that kind of sucked, honestly. Like, I understand why, and I don't criticize them at all for doing it, but
it sucked.
It did suck.
I mean, we drove all the way to Texas for 2 passes, 2.5 passes, something like that.
2.5 passes.
Yeah, 2.5 passes down the track.
2 passes and part of a 60-foot, maybe a 30-foot.
Yeah. So, the positive side is everything came back from Texas in one piece, and the car will go out again and race and run a good time here locally soon. But TX2K was kind of a bummer from the racing perspective and all that stuff.
It was.
We did get to see a lot of our friends, and we did a lot of networking and business industry stuff, but certainly didn't get to see a lot of spectators.
We got good results from the car despite not having adequate testing.
Yeah, I mean, some of the minor tweaks and changes we made are on the road to doing what we want them to do.
Yeah, we just have to get it. It's the same old story. Put it all together.
Yep. We got a couple comments. Jay Whitman, Smyrna. John Jalbert, what's up, guys? Beerbo, I don't know. You guys sound a little stuffed up. Been checked for the Heineken virus.
The differential diagnosis does not fit, actually.
Oh, feel my forehead. Am I hot?
You don't want me to feel your forehead.
She'll smack me on the forehead. That's what'll happen. So Travis Schott says, so what Rebecca is saying is the salad is a killer.
Yes, exactly. It is very good. I just don't want to eat it when I want to eat junk food. King Cobra 8625. Will a PMAS 120 MAF housing fit VMP silicone intake for an 0304 Cobra?
I know, I can answer.
Go for it, Josh.
Apparently we've been a little cooped up lately too. So the answer is yes. Just make sure it's 5-inch. That's what we designed the VMP 5-inch silicone elbow for, was the PMAS 120. But there was like an earlier version that we only made 10 of that was 4.5 inches before we settled on the PMAS 5-inch. So just measure it, make sure it's around 5 inches ID.
Lewis says, first rear-wheel drive car, what would you go, Gen 1, 2, or 3 GT, and what power adder would you recommend? Looking for 700 to 800 wheel.
Ooh, first time in a rear-wheel drive car. He's going to build a car and like double the factory horsepower to 700, 800 wheel. That's ballsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not unheard of, though.
Yeah, but what have you been reading? Like, do the videos and the content that we put out as a company make this look easy? Do you see that from the rest of the industry that makes this look easy? So, yes, I want to give you a little bit of a hard time because I'm just curious. It's kind of it's actually, if you said that 5 years ago, we would have been like, but like now, like it's fairly easy.
Mm-hmm.
Off-the-shelf parts exist. The tuning supports it. The stuff lives. You know, I would probably go with like I'd probably go with the Gen 2 Coyote. What about you?
If I didn't want to do anything to the engine, yeah, I'd go with the Gen 2 Coyote. I mean, you know me, I have fairly strong feelings of this, and I will claim till I freaking die that what is in my car is a Gen 1 Coyote that's been built. But yeah, if you don't want to do anything significant to the engine, I would go Gen 2.
You know, it's funny, like 4 or 5 years ago, we would have been like, well, Gen 2 Coyote, you got to deal with the IRS, and the car's heavier, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And we would have been like, get an S197.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, you know? I mean, it's a nice-looking car. It's got a better interior. It's a better car than the S197.
That hurt to the core just now.
Oh.
Better interior.
I mean...
In light of my current issues with the interior of my car.
You want to tell them what's wrong with the interior of your car?
The door skin fell off.
Rebecca's
I'm very sad about it.
2011 Mustang GT is having the dreaded door skin peelage.
Yep. It came off, and it's been like kept in a freaking like temperature-controlled garage most of its life.
Yeah, and I guess that's why it got almost 10 years out of it.
How can it be 10 years old already?
Yeah.
How did I have a 10-year-old car?
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a birthday for it soon. It's older than many of our kids.
I brought 2 kids home from the dealership in that car.
Yeah.
And I didn't leave anybody at the dealership, y'all. I mean, it's been threatened.
So, you know, I don't know if that question from Lewis was about, you know, about all those.
Also.
A chassis,
We're gonna troubleshoot all this for you,
Yeah,
Lewis.
yeah.
You can get all of it. We're gonna overthink the crap out of it for you.
I mean, we have lived this we've lived the Coyote for the past 10 years, and we've built cars and obviously sold thousands of superchargers and tuned thousands of cars, so we do have some opinions about it.
Yep. Including that what's in my car is a Gen 1 Coyote.
You know, as a tuner, I would say that the defining factor is the cams and the chains and some of that stuff, and you do have Gen 1 chains.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I didn't say this without
No.
some prior knowledge, thought, etc.
Now, like, technically your cylinder heads they're Gen 2 Coyote cores, but they've been ported, the valves have been changed, and we put Gen 1 style cams in them, so nobody would know the difference. It's kind of like whatever. So we'll run through some more stuff.
King Cobra 8625 says, thanks, these lives are great. Thank you, we appreciate that. And Lewis agreed with us. Thinks the 16 GT is the way to go. You know what? If you can get a 16 GT for good money, do it.
Yeah. Pour all that money into some mods. Go have some fun. Keep it shiny side up, as I told Cletus.
Although I cannot speak. Paul Grabowski, the husband-wife banter is quite good. Keep it up.
I'm glad you think so. You're not annoyed by it.
Yeah.
We have some interesting dynamics between Rebecca and I. Co-owners of a business, husband and wife, racer, crew chief, mom, dad.
We've gotten them all right so far. This is great. You're doing well.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. So, yeah, keeps life interesting.
Bearbow13 says, okay, so here's a question on your remote tuning. I recently bought L&M and SR cams from you guys. I'm trying to max my 2.3 Ford Racing TBS on my 07 GT500 and still be reliable, and it is on boosting.
You know, right before we started this, we were watching a dyno video with the GT500. Did Dalton's car sound like it have cams? I don't know. I don't think it does.
You know what? I was very distracted while we were watching, and I don't recall it sounding like it had cams, but I can't tell you for certain.
So, but he got the L&M cams from us. Party. So 07 GT500 was my first GT500, and it brings back memories. And he's got a 2.3 Ford Racing TVS. Not a bad blower. We did a lot with that back in the day, and of course we make the upgrades like the pulleys, the high flow elbow, the throttle body, all the good stuff for that thing. Oh, we got something else that would actually fit your combo on the table that I'll talk about a little bit later.
I didn't even realize what that was until you
it's
started beating
taken so long we've almost forgotten about it. But I mean, the short version is we can absolutely remote tune that combo. Joe has really, really good tunes for the L&M and SR cams. Joe's our head of our calibrations department, and I mean, anybody that tunes the car here for you at VMP is going to have access to the same files and the same Joe. But
the same Joe.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, remote tuning the combo, no problem. We'd like to see you throw a wideband in it for safety, but man, that thing will rip. And it sounds so awesome with some cams. But we've spent a lot of time tuning them because we do so many installations here.
Yep.
And Joe's really perfected it.
Yeah, so you are set up to have a good time.
And the boosting is just like icing on the cake for that sucker. So
exactly. Lewis, and I'm not too far from you guys. I'm out on the Treasure Coast, so I was thinking Gen 2 Coyote and Gen 3R supercharger for 800 wheel. What's considered too high mileage for a Coyote? Ooh.
You know, I don't feel like we have a lot of high mileage Coyotes rolling around. It's kind of weird, honestly. But Chucky's Chucky's a 2011, so it's kind of high mileage.
Is Chucky 2011?
Is it 2012?
I told somebody it was a 12. I may have been lying. Who knows?
Well, funny story. There's some confusion about that. Joe told me my 2012 GT500 is a 2011 yesterday.
I mean, all we have to do is look at the vans.
Yeah. And I believe Joe, and I'm just like, man, I've been thinking it's 2012 for a long time. But the Gen 2, I mean, the high mileage, 20 to 40,000 is anything in that range is fine.
I don't know. I bought a 1995 V6 with 89,000 miles on it, and those things have notoriously bad head gaskets, timing chain gaskets. That's fine.
I mean, the only thing with like a Ford, if you get a Ford with 100,000 miles or something, like definitely like the doors have started to get a lot looser and just little things get kind of worn out, but the engines.
The sounds inside the cockpit.
The squeaks, the rattles. I mean, the engines are usually, they either usually have a problem really early on or they're fine for a pretty good run.
Yeah. Jacob DeMooney, Gen 1 Coyote limits on 93 pump gas, Roush TBS, 82 millimeter pulley.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, they're, for whatever reason, the Gen 1 Coyotes, they seem to be a little bit more prone to problems, but it doesn't necessarily mean you'll have a problem. So.
This is like a public health thing.
Yes, always use butane and practice proper precautionary methods
Like, don't bang it on the limiter.
yeah. So. I'd say, Jacob, that's the biggest thing. Like, if you convert to E85, you can beat on the thing pretty hard. If you want to run butane, go down to like a 79 or 75 with an appropriate upgrade on your fuel injectors. I mean, we had Kevin McKenna's Gen 1 car here on the dyno Monday.
Yeah, I didn't even. We left before I knew what was happening.
It made 646 wheel through an automatic Gen 1 car, and he bracket races the car, so consistency.
And the thing is, dead nuts consistent.
Yeah. The consistency is more important than the horsepower number. So, like, could we have gone for 700? Yeah, but we knew he didn't want that, so.
Poor boy 313, I almost missed the last three, says, hey VMP, missed your show for a minute. Keep up the good work. Yep, we were out doing Texas stuff.
Yeah, Texas.
The time change, like, got us, I feel like.
Yeah, the 14-hour drive
Yeah.
plus the time change
Yeah.
kind of just made Texas just kind of a blur.
Janio Davis says, I have a 2020 GT with a Roush Stage 1 265. I hear they're very, I'm like, I'm getting very old English here. They're very restrictive. What can be done to this to make it better? Also, when you compare it to VMP Stage 2, like you put on the 17 GTs, I'm just wanting to be in the high 10s. I think 10s.
Well, the good news is that he can get into the high 10s with like a tune and boosting
Yeah,
from
absolutely.
us. We use an N-Gauge on those. We use HP tuners to tune it with, and I like do one of our heat exchangers and a VMP tune.
That's going to help a lot of the problems
Yeah.
that, you're having with those.
And the problem with those kits is they're restrictive and they have kind of high air temps.
Yep.
If we add some octane, we can kind of fight that a little bit, and we add some cooling. And I think our car ran 10 4s to 10 7s with tuning. So yeah. Beyond that though, you really need like a VMP Odin kit.
Wayne Gardner, if you already have an Odin kit ordered for a little while, are the first batches going to be launch numbered by chance? You will get, if you're one of the first 25 that have ordered, and you would be if you've had it ordered, you will get your launch kit. Brian, we don't have one of the launch kit plaques, but you'll get a plaque on your desk, do you?
I can get one. They're right down the hall. I know where they're at.
If you don't mind, I'd be happy to show it. But yeah, you'll get one of those. The blower itself isn't numbered launch kit wise, but we're going to send you a plaque, a t-shirt, and a blower.
Yep.
So, and in just a second, I'll go ahead and show you guys the plaques.
We'll go
'cause they're
grab
kinda
one.
Cool. Wayne Gardner, or that's the one I just read, sorry. Bossman 12 Boss, any news on the new MFP lower manifold?
Those are very, very close. So everything's coming along good with those, a little bit behind, but we're getting very, very close on those. So we'll have more information about those in the coming weeks. So this is, for everybody that can see it, that's the launch edition plaque.
Yeah.
And yeah, you'll get one of those.
And they fit really nicely under the hood. Yeah, good stuff. Derek Dufour, did the car break in the Burnout Box at TX2K? Couldn't tell on the live feed. Well, no. The answer is no, that it didn't, but I'm wondering which incident you saw. So,
Probably on Thursday night when we tried to make a test hit.
that's what I'm guessing. We were testing out a new Ram Air on the car, and we had done our due diligence. Justin tuned it in the pits. And we were all set to go. Justin put it up on the two-step to make sure that when I went to put it on the two-step, it would launch. And it gets up on the two-step in first gear, sure does. But when I went to go do my burnout, I could not do a burnout, which was really, really surprising.
The Ram Air I designed requires extensive retuning, so we had to go back. She could not successfully do a burnout, so we had to go back, and it did click off a nice soft 8.2 pass. at 170, but that was her best pass of the weekend.
Yeah, because I didn't get. I only got the 2 passes. So. Barebow 13. Everything is max. Throttle body, elbow, etc. Exhaust, all the best, making 673 wheel horsepower and 675 torque on 91 with boosting and cams. What can I expect the horsepower and torque to jump to?
So that's on that 07 GT500. And the cams are worth a good, like, probably around 80 rear wheel horsepower. And Boostain's around 20 to 30 rear wheel horsepower. So it's a nice. So I think I just went headers.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And if you do take those little restrictors out of the side exhaust, you don't need to do anything special tuning wise.
Wayne Gardner, awesome. Some things are so small or so meaningful to gearheads. Thanks for the feedback. No problem, Wayne. Melvin Vega, hi there, Rebecca and Justin, watching from Puerto Rico. Thumbs up. Awesome. Hey. Hi, Melvin. Poor boy 313. Quick question. I have a lower and upper UPR control arms and Cedar rear sway bar. Will I be able to run a 15 by 10 inch rim on a 13 GT?
You know, you do need the sway bar relocation. It's funny when we go to work on an 11 to 14. You know, we got to remember that we got to do that sway bar relocation.
Yep.
But it's a really easy, simple mod. Just, yeah. So we're getting close here.
Oh, yeah,
so
let's
I wanted
do
to.
this.
So this is the VMP 137G, the medium-sized monoblade for 05 to 14 Shelby GT500 and Roush supercharged cars. We talked about this guy a lot last year when we released all of our new throttle bodies, and this one had to go through some final revisions, but it is finally here and it is awesome. We basically got this monoblade to where it is super smooth operational wise. It's basically meant to compete with the Cobra Jet monoblade that's now discontinued, so it's basically an alternative to those, and it's not too big to where it causes tuning problems or anything like that. And yeah, it's just basically real easy to tune, real easy to drive. We do have bigger monoblades, but if we go back to like the Roush or the Ford Racing TBS or the stock GT500 blower, they're too big of an opening. So that's why we made this small to medium sized monoblade for them. And yeah, these guys are in stock, and like I said, it's a replacement for the Cobra Jet monoblade that was discontinued. And yeah, with that, do we have any more questions? Okay.
Awesome.
Well, it's 2 o'clock. I think we will be done until next Burnout Box next weekend. Next week. In a week. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you later.
Thanks, everyone.